So Ye has stated in his art and sometimes in his own life that he is a god. And the truth is he's right. But he also wanted to let you know that you can also become a god as well. And I'm going to share some secrets on how to stay out of trouble if you happen to become a god yourself. Because whether you like it or not, celebrities are the new gods. And this sort of started when we moved into the age of mechanical reproduction, an idea popularized by the philosopher Walter Benjamin in 1935, which I'll badly paraphrase right now. So he kind of said that once art is reproducible, it takes on an entirely different character. So that what was once art based often on religious iconography and of an essence, which kind of created its cult-like status, lost that cult-like status. And once this art of God was reproducible, art lost its uniqueness and became something else entirely in dialogue with the spectator, so that art becomes about exhibition. This type of mass art, especially the photograph, did in fact create a new type of cult, the cult of personality, or human being worship. Sarah Bernhardt is thought by many academics to be the first true modern celebrity. She was a French stage actress, and she used photography to show her image to millions of people across the globe. And with the advent of new communication technologies like the telegraph, people were able to learn about the inner workings of her life at lightning speeds for the first time in human history, creating the essence of a human being, often manufactured to be in dialogue with the public. This not only happened with actors like Charlie Chaplin, but it happened to Oscar Wilde, Lindbergh, Einstein. And as mass images were made of humans, they would take on this godlike status within their own lifetime. But obviously, these humans are not God. They're imperfect humans representing something greater than themselves. Now, understanding this power within you, it can help you achieve almost anything. And Ye was trying to let us all in on this little secret. In 2015, he said in an interview with Show Studio,
"What's people's favorite word to use for me? Humble. But if we go on iTunes, your iPhone right now, just go to dictionary, you look up humble, 80% of the definition is negative. Yeah. It's a controlling word. It's a way to control the masses and to control the sheep. Yeah. Because this world is broken. So someone needs to say something.
To go after greatness outside of stereotypes, they're perceived as a pariah or worse, delusional, because it does not fit in with the mass media notion of greatness that was created beforehand, where it is an unachievable thing unless gatekeepers allow you to be that way, right? This is the power one can have when they realize that they're able to be as great as any of the legends or celebrities. Because when we put people on a pedestal, their goals become unattainable in your unconscious mind. So when someone is like a god or, a celebrity, you just can't get to where they are at because you're just a regular person. And that illusion is often what's holding a lot of people back. Because in the past, he has stated,
"Go listen to all my music. It's the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are. If you're a Kanye West fan, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. You will believe in yourself. I'm just the espresso. I'm just a shot in the morning to get you going, to make you believe that you can overcome that situation that you're dealing with all the time."
So, there's a lot of identity politics involved with what Ye is saying, and this often applies to me as well. So, for instance, there's a stereotype that Asians are very smart, but we're not very creative, I notice this all the time whenever I'm at, networking events or pitch meetings with other artists. They're friendly and all, and they like me, but then when they realize the breadth of my creativity, it kind of freaks people out. And for me, Ye inspired my utter belief in myself that I can create a film studio bigger than Disney. And to me, that's the most logical thing in the world, because most of Disney's intellectual properties are based on ideas that were made 100 years ago by a couple of dudes, in the 60s by a couple of dudes, in the 70s by a couple of dudes. Star Wars, Mickey Mouse, Indiana Jones, and Marvel superheroes. But technically, we're living in an age where all of us have more access to culture and information than any humans have had in the history of humanity, right? So we should easily come up with all of the new heroes and story ideas of the future, because we have barely scratched the surface of what's possible in terms of creativity. And if you become a celebrity, you have to realize that you have, in essence, created a god. And in some sense, we are godheads, even if we're just parents or managers, because you end up representing an idea. And if we're all gods, then we are all God. Then we gotta respect one another as we empower each other in this collective. And the reason this works is because deep down, We're all closeted polytheists. But to stay safe and not to self-destruct, you have to remember that you are not the God you created. So when people love you, it's not you they love, it's the God they love that you channel. And when people hate you, it's not you they hate, but the God you channel. And also remember that the God that you create is not for you, but it's for others. It's not to enrich yourself, but to enrich everyone else and inspire them. Because human beings are not meant to be gods 24/7. Your human body cannot actually contain the God. So it's like if people want to give you a fancy meal and then a million people want to give you a fancy meal and you eat it all because they want to feed the God, you're going to die, right? But when the God is not about you, then the universe will begin to help you and conspire with you. And the more you can successfully be selfless, the more people will just be drawn to you, even on a psychological level, right? Just remove all the magic. Because successful selflessness is somewhat of a paradox. It's something that people stop believing in. It's like Santa Claus. And people want to feel that again. It goes against the capitalist paradigm that in order to succeed, we have to be selfish. I don't believe in that. I believe we can have our cake and eat it too. So anyway, if you realize you might be a god and you're one with the universe, check out this video where I explain how you can make your own mudras to enhance your meditation practice and really push out the magic you have within yourself.